everybody, it's Jidel, and welcome back to the Minecraft series on Hardcore! Or as we were calling it, Hardcraft. And here is the face cam, because you guys all wanted it, I could tell from the last episode. I didn't want to do a face cam. I have been growing out my facial hair. I need to shave. I low-key feel like I need a haircut. But nonetheless, we continue on with our hardcore world. Okay, so today we are going to be mining. We need to build a mine. Now, I want to build like a nice, cool little mine. Now, I also said I wanted the bridge to be higher. I feel like right now the bridge is too low because I want to be able to boat through it. So I think what I'm going to do right now is spend the next few minutes getting some wood, tearing down the bridge we made, and, completely redoing it. I think I'm going to have it, kind of go up a little bit over here. And, I said I really wanted to challenge myself. I think what we'll do is we'll have it kind of start maybe up here-ish almost, and we'll go across diagonally. I think it's just a lot more interesting than it was before. So we're going to try that right now. We're going to go chop down a bunch of trees and rebuild the bridge. Feels weird to start this episode by just basically insulting our previous episode, but that's what we're doing today. Okay, our bridge is officially gone. Now, it's time to start the time-lapse, and yes, I got the replay mod, so the time-lapse will be a bit more pretty now, y'all. Alright, y'all, this was my first time using the replay mod, so excuse the shoddy camera work. We're gonna zoom in a little bit here so you can actually see what I'm working on. Now, I ended up deciding to make the bridge go diagonal, because again, like I said in the first episode, I want this to kind of have a unique shape, just do something different, challenge myself. So I did a pretty standard bridge build. I had some kind of spruce posts and some oak slabs to kind of connect the bridge. Now, later on, I will end up stripping these spruce logs, which will make the bridge a lot nicer. I just didn't do that during the initial build. I didn't know that was something I probably should have done. Anyway, I started working with blocks on the side. Now, I kind of liked how it was like a half block beneath, so I went slabs on top of that, and I finished off with some fence posts, and I think it just gave it a nice sense of elevation. I really like the way it ended up looking. And there is our bridge. I like it. It's nice. It's convenient. Again, it gets us from point A to point B. I'll definitely have space for my boats to go under it, which is going to be very, very nice. It is a little bit of a kind of like, I gotta look at this every time I walk out of my house now, but I think once we build up the surrounding area, it's gonna look a lot nicer. So I'm not too bummed out about that or worried about that right now, and I don't even think it looks that bad, to be honest. But now we're gonna start building out what will be our mine area. Now, before I do that, I really should probably expand our garden. Unfortunately, we just don't really have anything growing yet. We need a bucket. So the mine area, low-key, might have to come first. I think what we'll do for the garden is we're gonna have this little pathway here kind of wrap around to go like, maybe behind the house. Do I have slabs still? I still have some slabs. So let's just place these, get a feel for how this might look. Now, I kind of want to decorate these pathways a little bit more, get some stuff going here, but it is what it is. So I might have to throw this wooden pick away. I have a stone one. I don't need you, wood pick. So now at least I have a little nice pathway to our quote-unquote garden that desperately needs some help. Desperately could use some. I can't even tell with this texture pack when things are fully grown or not. That was a yikes moment. We'll work on this later. I'm really more concerned about getting the mine in order right now for shears, just to get iron. I think we're going to decorate all this kind of side area as well. Try to make it look a lot better today. So for now, let's get started on our mine. I think I want to do is build kind of like a walkway over here using some of the materials we get from building out our mine. And then kind of dig the mine face, like the face of our mine, kind of like in the side of the hill here. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to kind of clear this out. Get this will be, this will be like our pathway to the mine. I'm not going to put the blocks down yet. And then the face of our mine will be around here-ish. I forgot how painful it is to dig with such slow tools. Oh, this is a drag. We have a lot of digging ahead of us today. A lot of digging, a lot of planting, but I think it's going to be fun. All right, so here we are. This is going to be like the face of the mine. It's going to go down from there. I don't know if I want to do a standard like strip mine, kind of like a typical Minecraft strip mine, or if I want to kind of, bring it more like kind of a big hole in the ground and kind of really like, mine it in a way where I can, take a mine cart back up or something like that. In the past, I usually did the skinny strip mines. I'm gonna want to mix it up a little bit on that today. Trying to get better at making paths, guys. I don't know if my block work is the best about detailing my paths, but one day it will get there. So that's all that matters. So I think I'll have a big entrance around here, and we will just start digging now, I guess. I have never been a big strip miner in Minecraft, so this is definitely an adjustment for me. I usually get pretty bored after strip mining, and my food situation is pretty bad. surprised that's not been a bigger issue so far, because I just haven't really been feeding my character whatsoever. But hey, man, my guy's tough, right? He can make it through it. He doesn't need a bunch of food, you know? He's fasting. And I hear lava, so I'm curious how close to me this lava pool is. I don't know if y'all can hear that yet, but we're probably going to find it pretty shortly. I've mined out this big 7x7 block. Now, you're probably wondering why I did that. I want to kind of really have the idea of, like, the framing of the entrance in mind, because I think it'll inform how I actually want to build this mine. So I've been smelting some cobblestone. It might be time-lapse time again. I'll be honest, I don't even know if we really needed a time-lapse for this. I made a pretty simple build. I kind of stacked some of these stone bricks to form kind of like an entrance of sorts. I don't really even know what else to say about it. Behind it, I put some polished diorite. I don't know how you say it properly. It doesn't matter how it's said. And we just made a kind of a simple cave entrance. Further down the line, when we get some shears, I think I'm going to try to make some mossy bricks to kind of mix up the texture of it a little bit. But for now, this is how it is going to be looking. Here is our mine face. I definitely think I want to do it again, maybe with some more detail, perhaps with some mossy stone. I feel like a lot of my builds I finished was like, well, I kind of want to redo it. And it's not because I think I'm doing a bad job. It's just that, you know, we don't have a lot of materials yet in the game. So I think I'm going to have the mine kind of open up, go a little bit deeper. I think maybe some stairways actually would be really nice over here. I think it's high time we find some iron, because we definitely need it. The lava is getting louder and louder. I know we're getting close to it, so I'm very curious about what are we gonna find here. Are we gonna find some iron? I know I could easily get iron if I just kind of went strip mining or found some surface caves, but we are gonna go with the low and slow approach. I feel like I keep saying that. I'm manifesting it. I get impatient, so I need to keep manifesting patience. It's my only hope to not die by episode 4. Finally, we found some iron. All right. Hopefully it's a big enough vein to get iron picks, multiple, because we have a lot of digging ahead of us. I'm going to drag this giant mine down until we get to about the Y11, 12 mark. And I low-key feel like maybe I should push this wall back, make this a bigger kind of cavern. I don't know. This doesn't need to be the safest mine. We don't need a 2x2 staircase. It's not needed. This mine doesn't need to be that safe. Come on now. I'll put up some barriers. We'll be okay. Iron acquired. Iron pick acquired. Isn't it iron pick? It is. It most certainly is. God, it feels so much faster after you get used to stone. I'm not even missing my diamond pickaxe from my other series anymore. This is just glorious. You got to appreciate the little things in life for sure. All right, we've mined out a lot of this hole so far. I kind of want to get the staircases started. I'm starting to wonder if this lava I've been talking about has actually been under me the whole time. I can't quite tell. So I'm just going to be careful when I'm mining, because I don't know what I'm going to run into or who I'm going to run into. Hopefully there's no, you know, creatures or anything like that down here. I'm trying to stay safe, y'all. Trying to make it a few episodes without dying. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta be careful. So it is nighttime. We've yet to see a mob. Oh, there are skeletons. Oh, hey. Hopefully it lets me sleep. And hey, free ink sacks. Squids do keep dying. I haven't shown it yet, but they do just literally keep dying on my front porch. And hopefully these skeletons are gonna suffer a quick demise as well. So I'm thinking if I really want, I'm gonna... Whoa, what did I even just say? I'm thinking if I really am gonna be taking my safety seriously in this series... Skeletons, where are you? Need to avoid you. Oh, hello. And there was a creeper as well. So let me run over here. I want no part of that. I really should probably put up some rails along the sides of my mine. So I'm going to take a quick break from mining and put some rails up on the side there. I don't know if I'm going to do the trapdoors. They're very inefficient for wood usage. I think I might do something like just blocks of wood. For now, functionality is going to be key. So I'm just going to use these spruce blocks. It's kind of like a guardrail. Now there's a skeleton in the water. Get out of the water. I don't have the means to fight you. I don't even have a sword. I was going to rely on this axe, but it's literally one bash away from not having any more use, I feel like. I don't know. This seems like it could be asking for trouble. All right, we might have our first encounter here. The skeleton won't go away. Oh, God. All right, I'm just going to try to run past him. Oh, God. Oh, my God. He's got no scopes. Okay, we're safe. Yeah, I don't know if I'm in love with any of the solutions I've come up with so far for being a guardrail down the stairs. Maybe you guys will have some suggestions in the comments. I just know I need one. Oh, easy kill. Okay, awesome. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Finally, we get our first kill of the series. It's a skeleton. Goodbye, skeleton. And I'm level 8 now. I'm slowly leveling up my character. It's getting nice. All right, well, I do know I wanted to have these rails like this. Okay, I don't know about the slab look. Can I put it straight onto a staircase and see what happens? That looks kind of decent. I don't know. Does it actually kind of stop me from falling, though? Not on the way down. I just don't want to fall to my death. So coming up with the rails that both are functional and look good might be a little bit of a challenge. Well, I could do this. This will just take a lot of wood. Oh my god, the amount of wood it would take to do it like this would just be absurd. Is that really a solution? And we got to figure out how it would look on the corners as well. I don't know about all this. This is going to be a tough one. Tough choice. So let's worry about that later. Let's just get to diamond level at this point. All right, and we are finally at Y11 right over here. So I think that's enough mining for today. I got a decent amount of iron, you know, I got my picks and stuff. I kind of want to work on something else, keep my mind fresh for now. I'm just going to finish putting down, you know what, actually, I'm going to put the staircases down later. I think it's time for a little bit of terraforming, deciding, okay, yeah, this is a mess. We need to really figure out what the rails are. Maybe I should wait for your guys' feedback on what we should do with the rails before, you know, I continue on with that. Let me just patch that up real quick. Yeah, so I think I kind of want to have this nice, like, kind of boardwalk area going along the side of the river. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't want to have to do too much terraforming, though, because I kind of want this to be, like, kind of almost like a cliffside right over here. So, might have to do a little bit of terraforming. So, let's do a little terraforming time lapse. The first thing we needed to do when we were building our boardwalk is kind of give it a cliffside kind of feel. We didn't really want, like, a path going when it was just kind of slowly descending down. I really wanted to make it feel like you were kind of on the edge of the river, overlooking the river. So the first thing we did was we kind of flattened it out, cleared space for the path. Now, again, I'm sorry. My replay skills are not so good. I'll definitely improve on the next one. But we started building up the path, and I really wanted it to kind of contort to the shape of the river going around the trees and stuff. I really like the feel in Minecraft of you kind of going through the trees and the leaves. I love the way it looks. So we flattened out the area, made that kind of cliff face, put some sugarcane to try to detail it. And then for the railing, I knew I wanted to use the trapdoors because I just think they look really nice, and I wanted to kind of alternate with some wood planks. I ended up using fences and stairs to make it look like these posts of wood plank were really ironed onto the side of the mountain. This is also the time you can see I stripped the spruce on the bridge to make the bridge look a whole lot nicer. Okay, we've built our little boardwalk. Now, I wanted to say this before I forgot. A lot of the things I've built today are inspired by kind of this Minecraft YouTuber I found named Fwip. He's become one of my favorites. I love his series. Obviously, you can tell a lot of this was inspired by him, so I just wanted to make sure I gave him his duly needed shout out. So, we've got our mine. These rails need some help. We don't know what we're going to do with the rails. I'm going to rely on you guys for help with the rails. We've got this nice little boardwalk area. Now, I think the path, this kind of mixed up, messy path look, it looks good in these kind of tighter corridors like this. I think it looks really kind of cool like this. We got the nature on one side, the river on the other, our barricade. Now I'm kind of like, all right, we could keep working on the mine. We could keep working on the boardwalk. What I think is important is thinking about what is our master plan for the whole area. Obviously, I kind of want that farm back there. I've got my mine here. So food and resources are kind of by my starter base. If I'm going to start a village and have all these things, I need to think about where I want to go. So my question is, how much do I really want to keep up this boardwalk, terraform, kind of do that? At some point, I think we need to go inland, so it might be worth exploring a little bit, so I might need to take my axe out. I have no food. But I think this is all just standard taiga. Yeah, this taiga biome, it goes on for a while, so we're gonna have a lot of space to build our village. Yeah, and the river, it keeps going, so we might even need a dock at some point. Hello. I don't know if I'm ready for villagers yet, necessarily, so I don't know if that's what we want. But, I think, yeah, we'll keep the farm behind the house. This will be kind of the mining area. I guess the question is, do I want to build inland that way or this way? Realistically, I think it'd be better to build closer to where I'm going to be sleeping most of the time, but is that where I'm going to be staying? That's just my starter house. At some point, we're going to want to upgrade into a nicer house, and you know me, I love my quartz. It won't really fit into the building palette we have so far, but I do love my quartz. Yeah, this is a pathetic excuse for a farm. I think I might just dig this whole area up and level it out a little bit and really make the farm that we kind of we deserve, quite frankly, that I deserve, my character deserves. He's been putting in work. He's not been getting fed. So let me level all this out with all the dirt we've acquired just terraforming lately. So far this episode, we've done a lot of our, commentary in the post-com with the time lapses. I don't know if that's something you guys want. Balance of time lapse to not time lapse. How much of the series, I don't know what you guys want me to have it to be a post commentary or a live commentary. Personally, I think mostly live would probably be the way, but I'm still getting kind of used to commenting. It's weird. I've done so many Minecraft videos. I feel like I'm still getting used to commentating Minecraft because every time you play Minecraft, it's totally a different experience. You don't know if you're going to be mining, strip mining, caving. There's so many different things you can do, and my level of knowing what to say at any given time varies so much between those different activities. Okay, I like the idea of having all these trees around my farm. I feel like it makes it a lot more interesting. I think I'm going to want to kind of keep this more circular shape a little bit to it. So I know I'm going to want to build a wall of kind of stripped spruce and stripped oak that's going to go around it. I don't know how I want to do that because I want to keep these trees intact, but I also want to have my wall. It's pretty natural to do it here where I know there's that border. See, I feel like it looks kind of weird having a wall against the thing of dirt. So we're going to alternate like this. Bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. I think that looks pretty good. And it'll let me get out myself. Now, it's not always perfect. It looks kind of funky in these corner areas. Farm has kind of got a unique shape. It's its own, little weird shape. But that's okay. I don't really want it to be perfect. I want it to look a little bit more natural. So I don't have all the spruce to finish it. But in the meantime, it doesn't matter. You know what? Let's think about this farm from a functional standpoint. I'm probably going to want a little bit of a walkway in the middle. So I should never be going hungry again in this game. Never again should your boy be going hungry. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't have that many seeds since we just started, but it is, again, what it is. You can't change what it is. We are indeed going to want to put some trapdoors over this water. So while I have the opportunity, while we're, waiting for it to all grow and stuff, I think I'm just going to quickly turn these oak logs into some trapdoors because we need them. Now, trapdoors got to be the least efficient usage of wood in the entire game. I can't think of anything that even comes close to them. And lack of efficiency. I love trapdoors. I've really started to love using these trapdoors because they're really useful. They're good for decorating. They're good for functionality, but they are just not an efficient way of using wood. But hey, we have a nice wheat farm here. This is going to produce a lot of wheat for us, and we're going to be eating here quite a bit. I think I might plant the trees that we've cut down kind of around it, honestly. I think that'll look really cool. So let me just start planting some of these trees. So we have finished this area. Obviously, it's going to look nicer, more cinematic once all these trees grow in, and it's kind of like this cool little alcove. But I think this farm is looking pretty damn good, if I will say so myself. And I put a little crafting table here. I realize you gotta have a crafting table near all this, and honestly, probably gonna need a chest as well. So we're gonna throw a chest. Is there anywhere natural for me to throw a chest? I can throw the chest right here. It's gonna be a little stuck in all the weeds, but it should be functional. If it's not, we can just move it. That's the great thing about it. All right, guys, that will do it for this episode of my hardcraft, whatever we want to call it, Minecraft survival episode. We don't even have iron armor. We have a lot of progress we need to make. So before next episode, I'm going to do a big mine in our mining cave over yonder. And I will also try to finish up this crop area. It is pretty much finished up. It's just not very cinematic. The trees aren't in yet. Let me know if you guys liked my use of the replay mode. Let me know if there's anything you would change about the series. And give me suggestions on those guardrails. I definitely need it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.